Buongiorno! Today we are going to the volcano Etna. Let's wait the van and let's see where the trip goes with us.
At 2,500 meters, and from here we go in the east until 3,000 meters. We stop at 2,000 meters, so to the top of the lateral craters, and from here we have the view of the volcano in front of us. So with this weather we see the volcano very well. When we arrive to our destination, we stop for lunch, we go around the craters and we go down from the west, so it's like a ring, okay? Don't worry for the public bus because we come back in time. For this tour, guys, is important the ticket of the cable car, okay? Bottle water and something to eat because we stopped for lunch. If you need the toilet, the last one is over there at the end of the terminal of the cable car, okay? Even if you want to buy the last bottle of water, when we arrive to the terminal, you can buy everything there, okay?
And this is a dog, and he will go up to the volcano. That's super. If you want to go to the top, you will go with this bus until the 3,000 meters.
Vai.
तुझे बाग में का खाना ना अरे बिस्किट है
So we got to the 2,500 meters. You can see how the view is from here. And we will go 500 meters more, I think, by the foot, by walking. How you can see the snow is very big there. And you can see the volcano that's smoking. So yeah. So, we are walking right now on lava. This lava that we are walking on, this one is dry lava. It's lava from 2002. So, it's something cool. So, yeah. Oh, I'm dirty.
As you can see, in front of us there is the volcano. I don't know if you know, but this volcano is active. In fact, it's smoking. Okay, so this means when the activity of the volcano is less, we can arrive to the top of the volcano. When the volcano is more active, it's possible to stay here, but we have to do something different. Sometimes we have to stay only here. Or like today, we can arrive at 3,000 meters. 3,000 meters means the crater in front of us, the black one, with the red color on the top. Do you see? The first one. Behind there is the volcano Etna. So when we talk about this volcano, you have to know we don't have only one crater. But the volcano Etna is composed by 3 active craters. So the last one in front of us, do you see the yellow color over there?
Yeah.
Is the main crater. Main crater means it's more active and is called the southeast crater. The other crater on the left is called the central crater and is more big than the southeast crater, and the last one is behind this two. So exactly is in the north. In fact, it's called northeast crater and is the small one. In fact, we don't see the last crater from here because here we are in the south of the volcano. So when it's possible to arrive to the top of the volcano, we can arrive to the central crater, so the crater on the left, or to the northeast crater. The southeast crater is closer. even when the activity is less, because it's the main one, so it's really active and is unpredictable. Okay? And so about this area, here we are, guys, as you know, close to the terminal of the cable car. We are at 2,500 meters. You know we have to arrive at 3,000 meters. We have to walk like the group in front of you. I'm the first, you have to stay behind of me during the tour, from here until here again. It's possible, you have to walk close to me. It's better if we walk like a line, one behind the other one, but it's not necessary, okay? But perfect, okay. And about this area, as you can see, there is the snow, and in the same times there is lava. There is a difference between these rocks and this one. This is called the lava from the lava flow, okay, the eruption. This is called the pyroclastic material from the explosive eruption. So one is explosive, one is lava. Two different type of activity. Okay, so all the rocks comes from the lava. This material, pyroclastic material, is composed with ash, lapilli. These are called the lapilli, and we have the volcanic bomb, big rocks and more compact than the lava. Okay, so effusive eruption, explosive eruption. With this volcano we have two different types of activity, but don't worry, because during the tour I explain you very well how works the volcano. And during the winter this area is completely white, no lava, no rocks, 3 meters of snow. In fact, here is possible to, 3, 4. Here is possible to ski. But you have to know our ski lift doesn't work since 8-10 years in total. And this is because here we are in the south, so the volcano, so the sun is a little bit strong, even during the winter. So here it's possible to ski, but without the ski lift. It's called alpine ski. In the north, so behind the volcano, there is another station with the cable car, with the ski lift, with the souvenir shops and hotel. And there are 3 different ski lifts. In fact, the north side is famous for, during the winter, is famous for the ski season. Do you ski?
Yes.
So if you ski, you know how much is the ski lift.
Yes.
So, here, guys, now we have a lot of reservation during the winter time, because the ski pass for only one day is 25 euro.
Oh.
So it's nothing.
Yeah.
And with other 20 euro you can rip the ski, you can rent the
Ooh.
equipment. So now we have a lot of reservation, and especially this is not a mountain, but it's a volcano. And volcano means is active. Sometimes during the ski season it's possible to ski 2-3 meters close to the lava.
Oh.
So everything is white, and there is the river of lava, the red one. So it's an amazing experience. So you have to come back again during the winter.
Yes.
Because and in the north the view is different, because here we have on the left the sea, and we have the city, okay, the nature in front of us. In the north side the view is completely different, because there is only the sea, the ocean in front of us. So you have to imagine ski with the view in front of you, and with on the back, with the behind of you, the volcano with the eruption. So it's an amazing experience. Yeah. Allora, so guys, now it's important to walk. More or less every 10-15 minutes I stop the group. I give you time for the picture, for the video, explain you everything.
How you can probably see, I'm in t-shirt because we are in 26th of April, and the weather is pretty cool. I speak hard because it's not easy to climb a volcano while you are speaking and this. So let's go to the next stop. Só o esqui pesa tipo 12 quilos. Let's go. It isn't easy, but the experience, it's worth every price. How is said, this is from lava. This is from explosion, like lava. I'm gonna shoot some pictures or videos to see. Like, look how the works. Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, so and this is because look the volcano. You see the smoke is different. This is the first signal before the eruption.
Oh,
Maybe if you are lucky today something changed.
yes! Woohoo!
You have to know. Every day, in this moment, in this period, the smoke from the volcano is white. It's called the water vapor, okay? Or sometimes it only is the steam, okay? And it's composed of about 60% of water vapor and the rest 40% of the gas, the sulfur. When we see the gray color, so it's a little bit black, is because inside in this moment the volcano the level of the magma is more higher and there are the explosion inside the volcano, and so this is the first signal before the eruption. I said the first signal because you have to know we know everything about the volcano, we know how the volcano works, and sometimes we have a little bit of time, especially if the volcano give us the signal like the smoke, the gray one, the tremors, like the earthquake, and sometimes the sound, like the bomb. So these are the signals. Okay, so we are a little bit prepared before the eruption. To the other stop, I explain you everything about the signal. In this moment, you have to know. Do you see this crater in front of us? So you have to know. Here we have the volcano, and around the volcano there are 350 lateral craters in total. Do you know the difference between the lateral craters like this and the volcano?
Yes, the craters are locked and the volcano is active.
Bravissimo. Bravo. Volcano is called the volcano because it's active and it's smoking. Okay? And this means to the top of the volcano there is the central channel and the magma chamber. And this channel is empty. So it's open. This crater was formed during the eruption of 2001, so only 24 years ago. And this means in 2000, here the view was completely different and it was totally flat. In 2001, we don't have the eruption from the top of the volcano, but from the magma chamber was formed another tunnel. Here was formed, you have to imagine in front of us, the fracture. And from the fracture we had, in the same time, the lava. In fact, the terminal of the cable car was destroyed 24 years ago. And from the fracture, in the same time, we had the explosive eruption. Explosive eruption means all of this material. Look. So, in only 3 days, was formed a crater. So, sometimes we have a lateral eruption, but if we have only the lava, the experience is amazing because we can stay close to the lava. If from the lateral fracture we had lava and in the same time we had the explosive eruption, all of this area, guys, is closed because explosive eruption means rocks, okay? And especially this eruption was really strong. Do you see the smoke? Here, during the eruption was formed the same smoke, but more compact, more black. It's called ash column. The material arrived at 1,000, 2,000 meters in the air. And when this column collapses, the pyroclastic material sometimes has a speed about 150 kilometers per hour. So we have to stay really far, okay, from the volcano, because the pyroclastic material is dangerous for us, okay? So, but if we have only the lava, we can stay there. To the next stop, I show you even the video. This crater was formed in 2001 and this is called Cratere del Laghetto. Laghetto means lake crater. And this is because before this eruption, exactly here at the base, there was a lake. Every day, all the time, with the water during the summer, with the ice during the winter. Now everything in this moment is white, but during the summer the same place is totally black. It's completely different. Non c'è neve, no ghiaccio, no neve, no ice, no snow, no. Non più. From December of 2002 until March of 2003. So 4 months of eruption, and 4 months means every day during the day and the night, day and night, for 4 months in total. In fact, slowly from there, from 3,000 meters, the lava arrived again to the terminal of the cable car. I told you to the other stop, in 2001, the terminal of the cable car was destroyed, was rebuilt, and in 2003, the lava arrived again to the terminal, and when the was destroyed after 2 years. So, and this is because the volcano is active. You have to know more or less we have like 5, 7 eruptions like lava, okay, in 1 year. The last year in total we had 5 lava flow, 5 effusive eruptions and 18 small explosive eruptions. But so now you know the volcano here is active. So I have a question for you. Do you think this volcano for us is dangerous or is not dangerous?
It's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Very dangerous.
It's dangerous and it's not. Like
At the same time.
yes, because in
I think it's what you breath.
Exactly, is correct. For us, it's not dangerous, but us means, in this case, the guy like me, and this because I have the radio with me, I have the WhatsApp group with the Volcanologist Institute, and this in Catania, the base. It's called the INGV. So
You have no helmet, so it's
no, I have helmet, but you have to put the helmet. For you, it's more important than me in this moment. I also put the helmet, but I know where. But for you, it's important now.
You also need it because
I need the same. I'm human.
take us down.
I'm human like you, so I need a helmet, but don't worry about me. So if something change means the activity of the volcano, okay, for us is not dangerous because we receive the message. So, and this because around the volcano there are 29 stations, okay. So for example, over there, you see the house in front of us, the small, there is the seismographer inside. Through the mountain, there is the webcam. Another webcam is over there, and it's the same to the other sides of the volcano. We have even the thermo camera. So if something changes inside the volcano or outside, we are prepared. And in fact, during the period, during the season, it's possible to do sometimes the top of the volcano, sometimes only the base. Depends how it's active inside. So from the Volcanologist Institute and from the Civil Protection, every period, or depend about the volcano, sometimes every day, we have different rules. Okay? Depend how is active the volcano inside. And this is because when it's formed a crater, so when we have the lateral eruption, like in 2001 or in 2002, we can have 1 day of time, 2 days. Times means the signal, like the smoke, the tremors, the sound. So all the area is closed. But if we have the eruption from the top of the volcano, so not the lateral eruption, but from the top, sometimes from the signal, in only 10 minutes the volcano erupts. For this reason, it's really important to respect the rules from the civil protection. Because if we were to the top of the volcano and something changed in only 10 minutes, it's finished. We wouldn't time for sleep. But, finito. You have to know, for example, if we were there at 3,000 meters to the top of the crater and something changed when we are there, in 10 minutes we go down, we call the bus, because there is the bus, another bus here, and we come back to the terminal of the cable car.
Everything is control.
It's controlled, especially because you are with a guide.
Yeah.
But if you are alone, it's finished, you don't know nothing. So guys, the volcano for us is not dangerous because we are prepared and we have a little bit of time and we respect the rules. Okay, and this is important. In fact, if we have accident, in general, the people without a guide. Okay, but with a guide, the volcano is safe. In fact, this volcano is called the Mamma Etna.
Mamma Etna.
Mamma.
Anche io sono mamma Etna.
Esatto. Quando erutti. Infatti, we call this volcano Mamma Etna because it's a good volcano. And we love, the Sicilian people like me, we love to say, for us, it's much more dangerous our mom than Mamma Etna. But because about the volcano, we are prepared, okay? So, but the volcano is active. It's the nature, no? So we know everything because we know how the volcano works. But guys, in the same times, we don't know nothing. Okay?
Yeah,
And this is because, for example, in this moment, without the signal, without the sound, without the earthquake, we can say, okay, in 10 minutes there is the eruption, in 2 hours, in 1 day. We don't know. But we understand just when the volcano is active inside. And this is about the station around. Okay? For example, during the eruption, we don't know the duration. Sometimes the eruption starts during the night and in 1 day it's finished. Sometimes 1 month, sometimes 2 years. So, exactly, this is the nature. So we can't control nothing. So I was here with the group, 1 meter close to the lava, and the duration is only 12 seconds, and this is because the temperature there is we talk about 700, 900 degrees. So here in this case it was formed.
This is your video?
Yeah, my video, of course. Look.
Can you send it to me?
This was here?
No, it was close to the volcano.
When this?
In August. So when we are close to the fracture and there isn't the explosive eruption, it's possible to see the red color, it's possible to see the lava, the fresh one. But you have to know if from the same fracture there is in the same time the explosive eruption. Now you know all of this area is closer. So when we are close to the fracture, the view is like this. But if the lava is far, 10, 5, 6 kilometers from the fracture, is completely different because it's not red. It's red only inside, but on the surface it's totally black. In fact, it's like this. This was the terminal part. So same eruption, but it's completely black, it's not red. Because cools very quickly. So and this because from the fracture the lava arrived 18 kilometers far from the fracture. So the fracture was close to the volcano and the terminal part was behind of us, in the west. Yeah. Every day, every time, for 10 years. Explosive and effusion at the same time.
So for
in fact,
10 years.
In the north of the volcano there is a place and it's called Sciara del Follone. So it's, and we know because Sciara means all of this material, and the area is really big and is really long in the same times. And all of this lava is the lava from 14, 16, 24. In 10 years, everything changed completely.
Do you have a lost city here?
Sorry, there?
Do you have a lost city?
No. So Catania, the city were destroyed many times, but the city are destroyed just if, or we have the eruption, like 10 years of eruption from the volcano, slowly the lava arrive until the city of Nicolosi, or the city are destroyed if it's formed the fracture close to the city.
My question was, is this useful for anything?
No, nothing. Is used only the basalto, is another mineral, but is underground.
Okay.
In fact, we have a lot of caves around the volcano for the extraction of these rocks. It's great, it's compact, and is used, is protected by the UNESCO. Catania, for example, was destroyed 400 years ago, and one was rebuilt with the other lava. Not with this lava, with these rocks on the surface, because they are so fragile, but with the rocks underground, more compact.
Okay.
Basalto. In fact, in Catania, everything is black. And it was destroyed during the eruption of 1669. 1669.
Even I noticed while coming up, you guys have black soil, like fine soil.
Yeah.
Is that even used in construction? Is there any use of it or not?
900 degrees. But all of this area I told you was formed during the eruption of 2002. Here the place is still warm inside. And this is possible because the lava from the eruption is a deep about 5, 6, 8 meters underground. And is completely covered about the pyroclastic material and is completely covered about the rocks. So it's isolated underground. And when the lava is isolated, okay, after 20 years it's still hot inside. If the lava after the eruption is exposed to the air, after 1 week, 1 month, depend how it's deep, it's completely cold and it's possible to walk over that. Okay, so if we have a hot point, it's because the lava is really deep from here, meters deep. Okay, so it's called hot point for this reason. When the temperature is more fresh, like in this period, it's possible to see the water vapor, so the normal steam. Okay, especially if there is the snow and if the temperature.
It's fine.
Neyse şimdi herkes bir çekilsin.
fracture and it's formed. You remember the river of lava? If the eruption is really long, like in this case, and behind this two in the north there is the southeast crater. 1, 2 e 3. Okay, but you have to know inside the central crater there are two craters. 1 and 2. This is called the Voragine, this is called Bocca Nuova. All of this area for us is new because our volcano here, in this case, was formed only 110 years ago. Exactly the northeast crater, the first one. So during the eruption of 1911, 1945, 1968, and the southeast crater, this one, the main one, only 50 years ago. So it is the eruption of 1971. Main crater, I told you to the first stop, means it's more active. Until 1 year ago, the southeast crater was the peak, the top of the volcano, 2,357 meters. But now, from 1 year, the top of the volcano, for the first time, is the central crater. 1 year ago, the central crater was, you see, it's a little bit flat.
Yeah.
1 year ago was totally flat. And now at the end on the right, there is a mountain. Is this crater, and this is possible because when we have the explosive eruption, and the explosive eruption is less, isn't really strong, the pyroclastic material, you remember the ash, the lapilli, is accumulated to the top of the volcano. And in only 1 month, the Bocca Nuova, so the crater, grew 120 meters in 1 month. So now, for the first time, the central crater is the top of the volcano, and the exact is 3,404 meters, then 3,357. And when we arrive to the central crater, because this, I told you, is closed, and we are to the top of the volcano, if the smoke is a little bit higher, like in this case, we can stay just close to the top, so, and around the crater. But if the activity is less and even the smoke is more or less than now, we can go inside and we can reach the central channel and we can look inside the channel. Do you know what we see there?
Lava.
Magma. The difference between lava and magma.
Lava is when the magma comes outside and the magma is inside.
Inside the volcano. So magma is more fluid. Bravissimo. But you have to know, in this case, when we see inside the central channel, we don't see nothing. And this because from the top of the volcano, the magma chamber is a deep about 11-12 kilometers. So we can look into the channel, but we don't see nothing. It's empty. We see just the rocks, just the tunnel with a little bit of smoke. And this because, so the real life is different than the film, like the Lord of the Rings. So when the magma is close to the base of the volcano, close to the top, all the area is closed because it's so dangerous. And this is possible because I told you with the webcam, but with the thermo camera, we know exactly where is the magma. Do you remember the helicopter at the end, at the beginning of the day, the tour? Inside there is the volcanologist institute, there are the 2 or 1 person from the civil protection, and they are looking with the thermo camera inside the tunnel.
And today, how far is the magma
I
from?
don't know because I'm not a part. I'm not a part of the volcanologist institute.
Yes, but I
But
think
if
that.
the magma was close to the base, I know, but not in this case. So
Okay.
it's far. It's far in this moment.
Okay.
So even when the magma, you have to know, is close to the base of the volcano, it's possible to hear the sound of the volcano, like the bomb inside. So,
Yeah,
like boom, boom, because the magma boils a little bit. Not bad. Oh, and you have to know, guys, if you take the picture of the volcano now today, because the view is amazing, and you come back in 1, 2, 3 years, sure there is something different. Sometimes in only 1 month, and this depends if there is the eruption. Because I told you, sometimes the volcano can grow a little bit or can collapse. Do you see the shape of the southeast crater is different than the central crater? So the central crater is closer and is round. And this is because 3 years ago in February, this part of the volcano, the southeast crater, collapsed completely.
Oh.
So there was a big explosive eruption, and a part, exactly the southwest part of the southeast crater collapsed completely. So the shape of the volcano can change completely, sometimes with only one activity. And this is because it's the nature, the volcano is active. Thank you for the stick. Okay, ready to go? Did you take the picture? Inside one large crater there are 4 small craters. In fact, this crater is called the cratere a bottoniera, like the bottom, one behind the other one. So there are 1, 2, 3 and 4. But in this moment we don't see nothing because there is the snow. So they are a little,
And
a
this
little
one
bit
is
cold.
active?
No, exactly only the volcano.
Okay.
These are the lateral crater and they are off forever. And about the eruption, this eruption is called the perfect eruption because now you know the volcano here is more effusive than explosive. But in this case, in 2002, there was a balance between the explosive and the effusive eruption. In fact, it's called the perfect eruption. So it's one of the most important lateral eruptions and was only 20 years ago. Va bene.
We are going down over this crater. After climbing, like I am feeling like I was on the moon. And I got the Coca-Cola.